Alan, good win. Proverbial game of two halves. Outstanding in the first half, but we had to battle a wee bit in the second half.
Yeah, we did. And to be honest, I think if we thought that Livingston were going to roll over after they went 2-0 down, I think then that's probably a bit disrespectful, and it's us thinking wrongly. I don't think anyone did think that way, but sometimes you can get caught into a false sense of security where you think it's just a matter of time before you get the third and the fourth, but you still have to keep doing the things right. The one thing I would take from it is that, first and foremost, I thought the players showed a lot of character. I think it's quite fair for me to say that maybe last season we would have drew that game, or even lost it. So from that point of view, I think there's a lot of positives to come out of it. I thought the players showed, a good understanding, that when when the game's not going your way, how to slow it down, be intelligent, when it was on to break, and once they got their first goal, they were always going to have a go and take chances and take gambles, and it did, and that happened, and little balls that could have gone out, fell to us, fell to them, and it's just one of the things. The most important thing is that we've won the game.
2-0 is one of those funny scorelines, though, isn't it? If you get the next one 3-0, pretty much game over. They get it puts a bit of doubt in the mind. Yeah,
it's a horrible scoreline. I think it's one that every manager wants to be in, but actually, when you're there, it still can leave you quite vulnerable. And at 2-0, yes, we did look pretty comfortable and in control of the game. But I thought we in being, it's not really a criticism, but I think we give them too many opportunities to put the ball in the box, especially from set pieces, and that's one thing that we can learn from. They did have a bit of height, and what happens when you do concede, that little bit of uncertainty starts to creep in. The mind would have wondered to last season and what happened. At the end of the day, they are only human. You start to drop a little bit deeper. You start to invite balls where in the first half we were in control of that. And suddenly, the fans get a little bit anxious, and that creeps into the players. So it's about us. They want to win as much as what we want to win. And I can understand exactly the situation. But we've got to still, one result is not going to change the way the fans, think. They're still nervous, So from that point of view, I'm really pleased. I think it's fair to say that a lot of Hibs fans can go home tonight and they can enjoy the Saturday night. The fact that they've had 3 points, it's work in progress. We weren't going to be the finished article from day one. So, from that point of view, it's been a great start. We've had one game and we've won it, so we've got a 100% record.
Boost for big Farid getting his first goal there. I noticed John Doolan appears to have been charged with looking after the lucky coin.
He has, yeah. He asked me on Friday who was superstitious between a couple of members of my staff, and I probably said it was going to be John. So, it was actually probably a decent choice for me, so I'm taking all the credit for Farid's goal today.
And if any of the fans had a wee bet on with the club's main sponsors, Marathon, bet on Mark Oxley getting a goal today, the drinks will be on them tonight. Yeah,
I think it'll be a free night for them if that was the case. I'm just looking at him now, and his smile is from cheek to cheek, and rightly so. I don't think he would have envisaged them being the match winner after tonight's game, but it's great that he is. I want the goals to be shared around the team, but I didn't think that was going to be one of them.
Yeah. From our point of view, second half, as you said, Livingston certainly came back into the game. We did have chances ourselves to kill the game off. The positives are it's 3 points, we've put down a marker, we can move on to the derby now and go into that one with a bit of confidence, hopefully.
Yeah, and I think what you found today is that teams are going to come here and they're going to look to try and stop us from playing. No one's going to come and sit back and let us play and let us pass and move and not put any pressure on us. So we've got to be adaptable, and the one thing that I can take from today is that, there's still a lot of room for improvement. You know, there's still times where we need to take the ball in tight situations and be brave. You know, and maybe last season they were very cautious and they wouldn't take that. But you know, I want characters. I want people who are going to show real courage to take the ball and take it in difficult circumstances. Because you know, whether you like it or not, you know, when no one wants to play, when the fans are getting a little bit nervous and it starts to creep on the pitch. But that's sometimes a real good pointer to tell you what type of players you've got. You know, and it's all learning curves. It really is. And you know, I've got to say, you know, I'm thoroughly delighted for all the players, because I thought they showed a real character today. You know.
And you did say your philosophy was to win games, and that's what we've done.
It was, you know, the other day we played really well at Ibrox and we lost the game. Today we've played well for, I'd say, in periods of the game, and not as well as Ibrox, but we've won the game. You know, so it swings and roundabouts. You know, I want to be on this roundabout than Tuesday night's roundabout.